Hi everyone, and welcome back to the London Watch Collector channel. If you just tuned into my channel, I'm a watch collector, a watch enthusiast. Basically, I'm addicted to watches. And on my channel, I'll be sharing my passion for watches using 4K content. I'll be discussing and showing you brilliant timepieces ranging from Seiko to Patek Philippe. So guys, if you enjoy my reviews, please subscribe to my channel, make sure to hit the notification bell and follow me on Instagram. So guys, I thought this week I'll do an interesting review, and it's comparing two divers watches. One would cost you just below £10,000 and the other would cost you around £200. The reason for this review is because I want to show you that it's nothing to do with how much you spend on a watch that makes it important to you. It's all to do with the connection you have with your watch. I respect both watches and appreciate both watches exactly the same regardless of the price. And I make sure that both get the equal amount of wrist time. I give them the same treatment, whether it's the weekly washing or the gentle handling. In this review, I'll be showing you a one-on-one comparison of both watches. In case any of you guys are looking to buy either, you know what to expect. So as always, just like I do in all my reviews, I'll be covering with you everything that comes with the watch. Starting with the Seiko on the right is your instruction manual. It tells you about the Seiko's diver's watch, everything you need to know in different languages. Comparing it to the Rolex gives you the same exact information. Covers with you all the stuff you need to know about your Rolex watch here. I'm not going to bore you with that. Moving on to the next one. So next are the tags. So the Rolex watch, you get two tags. One is the green seal, which certifies your watch is a superlative chronometer and gives you a 5 years warranty. And the next is the white tag, which basically has your serial number, reference number, and the letter which is L, S, or M, indicating the box size that you should get with the watch. So this having an L, giving you a large size. On a Seiko, it's made out of paper. It doesn't have the serial number, it just has the reference number as well as the caliber number. So XKX007J for Japan, and then your movement number as well. Another paper tag which says it's made in Japan, because the Seiko can be made in Malaysia or made in Japan. So this model is actually made in Japan. And the links I'm going to keep to the side for now. Basically, I'll be using it to weigh the watches. Although the Seiko is on an aftermarket bracelet, a President bracelet, believe it or not, because the Jubilee it comes with, it's too weak and I don't really like it. Next is your guarantee manual and your worldwide service. At the back, you'll have the guarantee card. We'll keep it to the side. And inside, it just tells you the worldwide guarantees and instruction, different languages again. With the Rolex, it comes in a leather pouch with a small booklet that says Guarantee Manual, Worldwide Service. It tells you everything you need to know when it comes to your guarantee and the service, etc. And comparing the guarantee cards. So the Rolex has a plastic credit card style type of card, which has your serial number and model number at the front. At the back, you'd have the name of the Rolex retailer, the purchaser, and the date of purchase. On the Seiko, it's made of cardboard/paper. It has the same information. It will have the watch serial number, the case number, the date of purchase, and the authorized retailer. Opening up the boxes. So the Rolex has a bezel protector which protects your Cerachrome bezel, which is made out of ceramic and chrome. So looking at the watches up close, the first thing you'd notice between both watches next to each other is the size. The Rolex Deep Sea is 44mm and the Seiko is around 42.5, 43 millimeters. The Rolex has a Cerachrome bezel, the Seiko has an aluminium bezel. The Seiko would probably fade in a couple of years, especially if it's under UV light, etc. Another thing you'd notice is the numerals. So the Rolex obviously being the more expensive, so it comes with white gold hour markers filled up with luminescent material. I'll be showing you both watches in the dark at the end of this review. The Rolex has a date complication, but the Seiko has a day-date complication. If you're looking to buy a Rolex day-date, the cheapest will set you back around £25,000, and that would be in precious metal being gold. So when it comes to value for money, for the £170 you'll be paying, you'll get a day and a date, a 200-meter waterproof watch. Moving on to the movements, the Rolex has the 3235 movement, the latest released in 2018, which is a self-winding bi-directional movement that winds the watch in both directions. You can also wind the watch using the crown, and it has an accuracy, a COSC as well as Rolex in-house certification guarantees that the watch would keep perfect time, not losing more than +2, -2 seconds per day. I have been testing the watch in the last couple of weeks, and it definitely within standards. Unfortunately, the caliber 7S26 is not the best, not only because it lacks the winding crown, but it doesn't keep the perfect time. I find myself always trying to either place it crown up, crown down, or to its side to try to regulate itself during the night when I'm not wearing it. But for the price you get, having a day and a date, it makes up for that missing feature. Moving on to the bracelet, as I said, on the Seiko, it's an aftermarket bracelet, which is a President top quality bracelet. They both have the safety clasp because obviously they're diver watches, so for extra securing. I've measured the lugs for both, which is around 22 millimeters. You can see the thickness on the L.W.C is thicker compared to the Seiko, reasons being that the Rolex has 3,900 meter waterproof and the Seiko has 200 meters waterproof. To open up the clasp on the Seiko, you just press on the two buttons on the side and it opens up. With the Rolex, you open the safety clasp, and then you open up the inner clasp. When it comes to a Rolex clasp, to me nothing beats it. The engineering that went into it, the way it clicks, the feeling, the sound it gives off is just amazing. Another nice feature about the Seiko is that the crown is placed at the 4 o'clock compared to the Rolex, which is placed at 3 o'clock. None of both watches have a transparent case back. The Seiko, it has a nice engraving at the back of a tsunami wave, and the serial numbers and the case number, etc. at the case back. The Rolex doesn't have any engraving, it just says Sea Dweller, Deep Sea, and the rated waterproofness, which is 12,800 feet, which is equivalent to 3,900 meters, as well as some engraving on the inner clasp. Moving on to weighing both watches. As I said, the Seiko will probably be lighter if you'd measure it with the original Jubilee bracelet it comes with, but with this aftermarket President bracelet with the extra links, it's 181 grams. Comparing it to the Rolex L.W.C, which is probably the heaviest diver Rolex watch out there, weighing at a hefty 221, including the extra links. Probably equivalent to a precious metal Submariner. We can't forget the Wristshot. As you can see, they have different colors. The Seiko has more of a greenish luminescent color. The Rolex has more of a bluish color. They both give quite bright luminescent. Finally guys, no watch review is complete without a wrist shot. Although it's a bit weird to have one watch on each wrist, I'm gonna have the Rolex on the left and the Seiko on the right. So guys, there they are next to each other. What do you guys think? Can you justify the price difference? I definitely could, because each watch has a different purpose, each watch has a different history, a different name, and a different look. But I love them both equally. What would you guys choose? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this review. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.